I'm over here in this skyscraper by myself.
What if she also had a skyscraper and y'all built a bridge?
He doesn't care. He already has his own money. He doesn't care about your money. One, because you aren't going to be spending your money on him. Traditionally speaking, men are the ones who usually spend a lot of the money and take on the financial burden in relationships.
That's not a judgment, that's just a fact.
What's up, world? Welcome back to Cancel Thoughts. It's your boy, Better Days. So the video I got today is a video that I wanted to react to a few weeks ago, but I never really got the chance to. But Nick Cannon had a conversation with a lady who is, I believe, a doctor who's a really successful lady, and they talked about relationships. And one of the biggest misconceptions that I think really happens, especially from the female side, is that they think that the things that they want also mirror the things that men want, and that's just not the case. And Nick Cannon set this lady straight. But before we get into it, guys, if I, by the end of this video, earn you guys a subscription, I want you guys to just do me a solid and like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot, guys, and it only takes a couple of seconds. Now let's get right into it.
So do you believe in monogamy at all?
Not for me.
No?
Nah.
So do you believe in marriage?
Not for me.
Even
but
if it's
I've
like
done it.
poly. I know you were married.
I think that, first of all, anybody like that, again, that's a lot of work. You know,
Marriage?
and then especially if you're trying to be married to multiple people, like that's so much work.
Yeah.
But I think it works for different individuals.
You don't think marriage works? So,
From my perspective, you got to look at it like this: marriage is for two people to become one. It's a contract. It's what you're building.
If he thought marriage worked, he would still, one, either be married or he would have gotten married again. So that's one of the dumbest questions that I've ever heard. And one of the things that really, really bothers me about scenarios like this is you ladies really don't be trying to listen to the people you have conversations with. You listen to respond more than you listen to learn about stuff. You're just immediately trying to emotionally manipulate somebody into believing what you believe. And then after a while, you realize that that's not the case and you guys start getting upset about it, which I think is going to be what happens here.
I built what I needed to build on my own. What do I need to sign a contract for? It's like if I built this skyscraper, and then I come out my skyscraper and I start looking to see the cottages. I'm like, I'm already good. Like, and it's about being equally yoked. But I get that if I would have started when I was building my skyscraper, if I had a teammate and a partner that was going to help me build this skyscraper, then I'm gonna rock with that person. This half day skyscrapers, and we got memories, and this journey was amazing, and we have a lot to be grateful and thankful for because we built this skyscraper together. But I'm over here in this skyscraper by myself.
What if she also had a skyscraper and y'all built a bridge?
He doesn't care. He already has his own money. He doesn't care about your money. One, because you aren't going to be spending your money on him. Traditionally speaking, men are the ones who usually spend a lot of the money and take on the financial burden in relationships.
That's not a judgment, that's just a fact.
You ladies, especially you successful ones, you need to stop leading with your accomplishments and what you have to try to offer to a man. He doesn't care about your material things. You care about his material things, okay? They're not looking for that in you. The guy just said it in as conservative and politically correct a manner as he could have said it. I don't care about anybody else's stuff. I already have my own stuff and I can provide for myself and provide for the people in my life. The things that he's looking for are somebody to be peaceful, somebody to be nice, somebody who's going to be there to rub his head every now and then, somebody to cook meals at the end of the night. He's not looking for your financial stability or anything like that. He doesn't care. We've told you guys this over and over and over again, and you guys keep saying the same shit, and it's getting tiresome.
I only need one skyscraper.
Really? So would you be with like a successful, like a monetarily super successful woman?
At this point, no.
Do you
where I'm at, but again, because that's only because I'm looking to cultivate and protect my own peace. Where I've been in a scenario where I was married to somebody who had multiple skyscrapers way bigger than mine. And that was an amazing experience. But now,
But it didn't cultivate peace?
it did during that time. But now I'm talking about I was a different person at 28 than I am at 44.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Why are you lying, Nick? Stop trying to be politically correct with this lady, okay? It didn't. That's why he left and got up out of there. He wasn't happy. And I don't think it even has really anything to do with your financial status, okay? If you were a financially stable person and you had all this stuff, cool. I don't think any guy is out there going, oh, she has this stuff, I'm not going to deal with her because she has all this stuff. What they're saying is the characteristics that come with people who usually, especially women who usually get to that, aren't things that they find attractive. You usually have to be disagreeable. You usually aren't home at the end of the day or whatever, and you don't have the time to devote to your relationship in most cases. If you're able to do it, cool, good for you. But in most cases, you don't have the time to devote to your relationship. You don't cook most of the time. The guy who gets to the point that you want him to be at, he's looking for somebody to be the homemaker that he wants them to be. He's not looking for you to be some high-powered career woman. He's not looking for you to be some lawyer or anything like that. He doesn't give a damn. He wants somebody to be attractive. He wants somebody to be nice. And he wants somebody to be able to cook and clean his house. That's it.
now I'm just like, yo, I got to balance everything that I currently have in to be like what someone else has
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter to me.
So
You know
do
what I mean? More or less.
So do you think that women that are more successful than the usual are less likely to be nurturing?
Yes.
100%.
They haven't cultivated the skills in order to be nurturing because they've been busy cultivating the skills to make them successful in the professional capacity. Now, if you are able to do all of those things together, and I'm not saying that there aren't women out there who are able to do that, those are few and far between though. But the overwhelming majority of you ladies, men aren't looking for the characteristics that come with you, okay? It's not a slight to you. It's not a denigration. It's just the reality of the situation. You guys have been lied to by society, and if you want to blame society for that, okay. Just stop blaming men for not wanting you because that's what you've become.
Like, do you feel like you wouldn't want a woman that's monetarily successful because she's not going to bring you the things that bring you peace?
Nah, not at all.
No?
It's just that that's not what I'm seeking. I'm so complete.
Yeah.
I'm so happy and content with where I am in life
Yeah.
that I'm not looking outside of myself for
That's fair.
happiness. You know what I mean?
And you
But
don't-
I mean, I understand why others do it. And
Yeah.
I've had those journeys in the past before, and you're like, man, I want this and I want that. But like I've either had everything I ever wanted or currently just those type of things don't even cross my mind.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, you got options though.
I do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, my cup runneth over.
Yeah.
Like my plate is full. So again, that's from, you know, the disposition I have is usually like, man, I'm just so grateful and appreciative of life
Mhm.
that I don't desire anything outside of the present.
So what if the women that you have, so are you in one relationship right now or you're open?
What do you mean?
He's a dude with money. He ain't in one relationship at all. He's doing what he doing, and he out here being a hot boy because he can. Like, I'm not even trying to be an asshole here. When you listen to women like these ask a lot of these questions, they're really just asking these questions for themselves, okay? They don't particularly care about the real answer that they're getting. They're like, all right, I'm this high-powered woman. I'm this driven woman. I've become this successful woman. Why won't guys like you date me? And when you're having this conversation with them, the dudes are like trying to sit there and massage to them that, hey, we're just not really necessarily looking for that. You might be a great person, but I'm not necessarily looking for that because the characteristics that come with you are probably not things that are going to be compatible with me. But guys like Nick Cannon, y'all need to stop sugarcoating shit with these ladies, okay? You need to start telling them straightforward, we don't want you because the things that come with you are not things we find attractive. You could be cute, but I'm not looking for just cute. Cute is something that exists in abundance in the world, okay? I'm looking for submissive. I'm looking for nice. I'm looking for cooking clean. I'm looking for pleasant. That's it.
Like one, like
because you're your youngest children's mom.
yeah.
That's your girl.
My youngest child, no. Like again, I have no idea of possession when it comes
Okay.
to relationships. I operate in a way to where my children are my number one priority.
Okay.
And I am involved with
All of them.
not all of the mothers, because some of them like got their own relationships and do like it's like I said, it's an individual thing.
Okay.
And I personally choose to not define it in that setting because I know it's always changing. It's always growing. Like I'm not thinking about like, oh, this is my woman and this is my. It's like,
yeah.
Nah, right now we are parents.
I don't necessarily like the setup of Nick Cannon's life, me personally. Now, listen, if that works for him and it works for the people who he's dealing with, okay. I personally, for the sake of the children, I don't think he can have the time to spend with the children individually. He has, 11 or 12 of them by now. I don't think he has the time as a whole because there's just not that much time in a day to be able to spend with each one of his children, to be able to provide them the things that a father needs to provide their children. Now, monetarily, he's one of the top 1% of people in the world, okay? Not even just in the world, in the country, in America right now, which is more than top 1% in the world. But he's one of those people who can provide things monetarily. The problem that I think we have with conversations like this, and the problem that I have with people, particularly in the red pill space, is that they try to make it seem like a father's contribution is only monetary, and that's just not the case.
At all.
You as a father need to be the role model for your children, and that you need to, for your sons, you need to show them how to be leaders in the way that you are supposed to be a leader, and in the way that you are a leader. You are the one that needs to teach them discipline. For your daughters, you are the one that needs to show them how a man is supposed to treat a woman.
Raising children that often romantically involved and intimate, and I value when somebody is dedicating their time and energy to me, and I do that, to the best of my ability.
So what if one day one of them value marriage?
He not doing that. All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I don't necessarily want to keep going roundabouts on this because this lady's just trying to change him in some way, shape, or form, and he's not changing. He's made it very, very clear that marriage is not something that he's interested in, and you keep trying to bring it back to that. And he's going to tell you, no, I'm not going to watch the rest of this. If you guys want to watch it, I'm going to try to probably link it in the comments down below or in the description down below. I'm sorry. But you ladies need to stop trying to change men. You guys aren't going to change men. Men have been men for the entirety of human history. We ain't changing, okay? The dudes that have the means to live the life that they want to live, they live the life that they want to live, and they're out here like that. You guys starting to make all this money and still looking for guys who are on a level above you or whatever, good luck. That's just what it is. I'm not wishing bad upon you, and I'm not wishing that you guys don't find what you're looking for. All I'm saying is the dudes that are on the level that you guys are looking for, they're telling you that you're not the one that they're looking for. So you guys are either going to be alone, and you guys have to be okay with being alone, or you're going to have to start changing your preferences. Either way, the ball is in you guys' court. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this entire scenario. And why do you, fellas, especially in the comments down below, why do you guys think, and honestly, I want to hear from both sexes on this, because why do you guys think these ladies are so against just changing their standards to fit the things that they need? Not the things that they want, but the things that they need. I'm really, really interested in hearing that. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this video. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I really do appreciate you.
If you liked what you heard today, do me a solid and like the video, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Those things really do help out the channel a lot, guys. And if you didn't like what you heard, thanks for allowing me to occupy your time. Consider leaving a comment in the comments down below, letting me know exactly what it was that you disagreed with, and maybe we could talk about it. Either way, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for pressing play on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.